This couple went viral on the internet for their huge age gap.
What do you see in 18-year-old Gary?
I see a man that I love with all my heart. He's my soulmate.
But people call him her grandson. They called him a gold digger and that he was with her only for her money. And just like them, there are a lot of couples with really big age gaps who got married. Like this famous TikTok couple with a 37-year age gap. This is 25-year-old Karan and this is his 62-year-old wife Cheryl. Cheryl is a mother of 7 who has 17 grandchildren. And if you think that's a lot, it's actually nothing compared to our first couple's whopping age gap of 53 years. But how can a man fall in love with someone whom he might call a grandma? Well, the answer will indeed leave you speechless. And if you want to hear crazy love stories from around the world, follow me here. This is Almeda Errol and this is Gary Hardwick. They met in a very unusual place. At Almeda's son's funeral. But this deeply saddened mother found comfort when she saw this young man and she instantly fell in love. Just to find out this guy was also interested in her. So much so, despite of their huge 53-year age gap, they decided to get married. Just after 3 weeks of their first meeting. And when people said their love was fake, he tattooed her name on his arm and his heart on his chest. Their love story is so unusual that they became famous all over the internet and were even invited to TV shows where Gary made some spicy statements like this one.
I'm reading on my notes here and it says the best sex you've ever had.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's a pretty wild statement, right?
And trust me, they make the happiest couple goals posting videos online like this.
Kind of showing you guys a little glimpse of what it's like as a nightly routine. TV's up here, we're gonna watch a movie, cuddle.
And their story is amazing.
Met the love of my life when I was 18, and she was 71.
Do you know I'm in love with you? But not everyone accepted their marriage. Their families were against this relationship. And people on the internet are super mean. They got a lot of hate and had to deal with tough questions like this.
So what do you plan to do when she passes away? I don't make plans like that because none of us are promised tomorrow regardless of our age, especially in the world we live in now with all the sickness and the diseases going around.
But what people asked the most was how is it possible to be in love despite having such a huge age gap? They say it was an instant connection, love at first sight. The moment she laid her eyes on him, she knew he was the one. And despite what many had to say about them, they are still together after 6 years of marriage. In fact, they even found a way to spice things up by making content online. But not just any content. They started posting on an OnlyFans account. And believe it or not, by now they have earned enough to pay debts, to buy a car and are even planning to buy a new house. What a crazy love story.